they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They are up by 7 over Coastal Carolina. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Williams looking for a man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Now on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Williams will pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. There's the pressure. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He holds one deep down the left side. Got it! And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Williams looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Wingo. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And it's a touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. At the 35, he's loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. Turning it on. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams will pass. Caught near the sticks. It's McCutcheon. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
He'll lose yardage again, and they say don't abandon the running game, and the running game's abandoning them. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Slams it ahead. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here we go. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Harrington. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot every time he has looked his way. Good things.
He lets it fly. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Texas offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
The throw, and he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And it's in there for a touchdown. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And they did tack on the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be... Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. That's caught. It's Terry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to pass. It's Odom. Bringing the heat. And the missed connection on third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, first and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Under fire. There he goes. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Gibson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Back to throw, it's Odom. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They'll line up for a second down play. Let's go. Off play action. He's going to take off. Running through contact. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Thurman. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beat.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they